The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Washington State Cougars taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Great pick. To bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense. They look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Breaks the tackle.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazzu a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense and beautiful pass.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The give to the back. Running into the open space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Red pass is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Wazzu headed to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Washington State. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Looking to throw for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here and stay on the field and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Y'all like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception. College football, he's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got a man. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Offense changing the play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Just keeps moving. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch. Making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action on 1st down. And he makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell. He breaks the tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way, and this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second, just playing a little bit loose with the football.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence offense again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that is a first down.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
They boot it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Keep it on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The give out of the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big games.
Turning it off! Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On the option. Got enough for the first. It's a seam wide open. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone.
Breaks into the open. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Creates a little room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Snap in the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
They'll try to pound their way in. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Cougar! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there. Almost came away with that interception.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring.